What's going on, guys? So today we're doing a different project. We're changing the oil in the motorcycle. So this is a 2005 Suzuki Boulevard. It is a 1500cc. We're gonna do an oil change on it. We got the Mobil 1 synthetic, full synthetic 1040 with a Napa filter. The oil fill port is behind this cover, which I have already unloosened these two bolts here. It's a 5mm Allen. Take that off. There's the fill port right there. The drain plug is right here, and the oil filter is right there. It's a wonderful spot, so that should be fun. So, hi. It is a filthy mess. It does need a wash really bad. But we're going to change the oil on it today. Yeah. Got my helper. So we're going to start with the drain plug. The drain plug is a 14mm.
So this is the same shop. What I have is red, and the switch goes in the gas tank. Yeah. It's easy, but it's hard to start. And it's a gas station, and it has that's with the black.
Alright, so we got that drain in. We're going to give that a couple minutes. We did run the bike for a good 10 minutes or so to get the oil nice and warm. So that's draining. A little information on the bike. It's a 2005 Suzuki Boulevard. It's a 1500, fuel injected. It's fairly stock. It's got the Memphis shades Batwing with the curved windshield. It's got the Mustang seat with backrest and the Mustang seat in the back. The Vance and Hine exhaust. It's got a programmer underneath this dummy tank. So that's the air box under here. So if you don't know that, the gas tank is actually underneath the driver's seat. And this is where the you fill it up at. So it actually goes under here, and there's a tank underneath the driver's seat, which is nice, but it also stinks at the same time. It keeps your center of gravity low, but you only have like a 3.5 gallon tank, so you can only get about 100 miles on a tank before you need to fill up, which is nice, but it stinks at the same time. You're always the guy who needs gas when nobody else does. It's got the really dirty white walls that need to be cleaned. So on the oil change with the oil filter, it takes 4.5 quarts of the, I'm using Mobil 1 1040 full synthetic. It's got to be motorcycle rated, because on this bike the engine oil and the transmission oil is all the same. It's the same oil, instead of like other bikes. It's got, you know, Harley has engine oil, then it has transmission oil, and then it has the primary oil. Well, on the metric bike like this one, it's all the same oil. It's 4.5 quarts with the oil filter change, which is way overdue. We're gonna let this drain and we'll be right back. Stick with us. Alright guys, so we're back. We got the oil all drained out. We got the plug back in. And now we got to take the oil filter off. So we got this oil filter wrench. Gonna stick up here. You see that? Get that loosened up. Get our pan moved. Try not to make a mess everywhere. I don't know if you see that, but we're draining in the bucket, so that's good. It's not a terrible spot. I mean, it could be a better spot. The crash bars here kind of in the way, but we got her. Give that a second and get our filter ready. I like to fill the filter up a little bit. It's usually easier if it's not sitting diagonal. At least get that membrane filter media oil saturated, so we're not dry starting it. Get a little bit of oil. Put it on the gasket here. We're going to give that a little bit of time to drip out of there. So,
Hey, Daddy, I do that.
good job, bud. We'll give that a couple minutes to drain out of there, and we'll be back.
This is not like a Google. Got Google do bone. Huh?
Alright. So, we drained out pretty much. Wipe that down a little bit. Try to get a good spot here. And we'll get it on there. Try to find the threads. Gotta snug it up. And then once you get snug, you gotta go another like quarter turn or so. All right, got that on. Got our little guardian bell there.
I go down.
That's okay, it happens.
No.
Yeah, we all fall down.
Not me.
Well, it's all part of it. What matters is getting back up.
Not me.
You'll be all right. You'll get it. You got it. All right. New filter. Check. Oil drained. Check. We got the fill port here. And since we did a new filter, we're going all the way. So this takes approximately 4.5 quarts when you're doing everything. Good job, bud. Stick our funnel in. And just put our 4.5 quarts in. And since you don't need to see me put 4 quarts in, movie magic. And just like that, we got our 4.5 quarts in. We're gonna get this ready. And put our cap plug back in. We're gonna fire it up, let it run for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna check the oil. So you let it run for a couple minutes, then you gotta let it sit for a couple minutes, and then you gotta stand the bike up on its tires, vertical, to get an oil measurement on the sight glass, which is right there. Which is really fun to do by yourself because it's almost impossible. But let's get it going. Run for a couple minutes. We'll check the oil when we get back. Stick with us. All right, guys, so we let it sit for a few minutes. We got the oil to drop down back in the case. The next step is to check your oil level, which on this particular bike, you're gonna want a beautiful assistant. I convinced my lovely wife here to hold the bike up. You're gonna wanna hold it straight and as level as you can, about like such.
Hey.
And then you gotta check your sight glass down here, which we're just over, right about at the full mark. So this was just under 4.5 quarts. So I'm gonna put the side cover back on and we're gonna call it a day. Hopefully we get this washed soon. We do live on gravel, so it's gonna be all for naught pretty much, but at least make me feel better. Lily pad, lily pad, lily pad. All right, well thanks for watching. Hope you stick around. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Time to ride.
Time to ride. Stay safe.